Welcome to Philanthropy in Focus, where we shine a light on the people and organizations making a difference in our communities. From executive leaders to frontline team members, each episode offers an inside look at the mission, challenges, and opportunities shaping the nonprofit sector today. Whether you're a donor, volunteer, or simply looking to connect with causes that matter, this series is designed to inform and inspire, reflecting Heritage's commitment to helping families align their wealth with purpose and intent. I'm your host, Carrie Miller, Director of Philanthropy and Business Development at Heritage Wealth Advisors, and today we're joined and honored to be here with my friend Anne Cabot Galeski, Chief Development Officer at Ronald McDonald House, Charities of Richmond. Hi, Anne Cabot. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you, Carrie, for hosting me today. I'm really excited to talk with you.
Well, thanks for being here. So to start, can you share a little bit about the Ronald McDonald House and the role it plays in our community?
Yes, I would love to. So let me start by sharing that we are part of the Ronald McDonald House Charity global structure, which has nearly 400 houses around the world in operation. We are our own 501c3, and we were actually the 16th chapter to open nearly 45 years ago on Monument Avenue. So we do have a longstanding relationship with the overarching global organization. Our mission is to provide a home away from home for families with children who are receiving care at our area hospital locations here in Richmond. Our goal is to provide stability and a place of respite for families going through a challenging time. We want to give them the opportunity to be engaged with their child's health while they're here in Richmond receiving treatment. We offer a host of wraparound services, so we say. So that includes providing 3 warm meals a day to families, running laundry, providing toiletry, toys, clothes, lots of blankets. As we know, the hospital can be very chilly. We provide all transportation to the hospital through our shuttle or through our partnership with Lyft. And again, if we can't host someone in our home on Monument, we will work with hotel partners to put them in a hotel. And this is all for free as part of our kind of wraparound services that we offer.
That's great. So many listeners may have also heard of Doorways, another local organization with a similar mission. How is Ronald McDonald House different?
Yes. So I do get this question quite a bit. So the Ronald McDonald House is solely focused on pediatric patients. So that is our mission, to serve families with children. We have all of our spaces are geared towards children. They're really child focused through our playrooms and the activity packs and all sorts of things that we do at the house to make sure that families with children are supported. Additionally, what's differentiating us from the Doorways is that we have a very strong partnership with the VCU Children's Hospital, but additionally, we're in partnerships with Bon Secours and HCA here in Richmond. Also, something that's different is that we are within the hospital walls. So I think listeners would be really surprised to hear about the breadth of our services within the hospital system. So with the new VCU Children's Tower, we opened a 3,300 square foot 4-bedroom house on the Sky Lobby floor. And that has a patio, it has 2 washer dryers, it has a lounge where you can come and hang out and watch TV. We have a kitchen where we serve 3 meals a day. We have lots of snacks, coffee, drinks. We have toys, we have activity packs. So I like to share that because I don't think people realize the breadth of services we have within the hospital walls. And I also like to share that anybody is welcome to come into our house at the VCU Children's Hospital. It's not just for families staying with us. It's anybody who's there for a day visit. And, please come in and grab a meal or sit outside and just get some alone time. Our volunteers are happy to run your laundry for you. We just really want to be as accommodating as possible. But in addition to the VCU Children's Hospital, we also have 2 sleep rooms and a family lounge at St. Mary's. We have a family lounge And we run a hospitality cart on the NICU floor at Johnston Willis. We have a hospitality kiosk at St. Francis. So again, we've seen this growth of healthcare in Richmond, and we are trying our best to keep up with this growth to accommodate all the families that we're serving.
Wow. I can't imagine how helpful that must be to families, and when you are in this terrible time of having your child in the hospital. And it's really nice that there's so many kind of tangible things that you can do to help them. And I've been over to the VCU Children's Hospital and seen the space in there, and it's incredible. It looks like a hotel, but like a fun hotel.
Yes.
In there.
It's definitely geared towards kids. We have a small little playroom. The kids can draw on the walls. It's just, it's really geared towards children and family, and just hopefully to find a little bit of respite away from the beeping noises and lots of nurses coming in and out. And so that was such a wonderful partnership with VCU, and us being able to have a space there was so critical, because we serve a lot of families coming in the middle of the night with nothing, just coming through in an ambulance. And so being able to provide a toothbrush and deodorant and a change of clothes and diapers and wipes and all those sorts of things that you might need if you're coming in at an emergency, situation. So we love to serve families in that way.
Nice. Well, speaking of locations, I have been to your kind of standalone location in Monument and as a volunteer a couple years ago. And it's such a cute house. But I know our listeners will be excited to hear that you're making plans to build a brand new Ronald McDonald House. So tell us about that.
Yes. So this is a very exciting time at RMHC Richmond. This is actually a project that's been in the works for 8 to 10 years, knowing that there is such a large growth in the healthcare space in Richmond, and additionally with VCU building the Children's Hospital, knowing that we need to grow alongside them to accommodate their goals of wanting to be a top 20 children's hospital. So, I love data, and I love seeing that the houses that are in the top 20, let's look at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia or Children's National in DC, they all have 50-room plus houses to accommodate families from all over the country, all over the world, so that they're able to receive the best treatment possible and not have to worry about where they're going to stay or paying for it. We obviously take care of all of that for them. So with this project, we worked with the VCU Real Estate Foundation and purchased a piece of land on the corner of Lee and Belvedere last December. This makes us even closer to the VCU Children's Hospital, and we are right off the interstate, which is great for accessibility to our other locations. This is a $40 million capital campaign. It'll be a 50-room house. What's unique in our house as well is we'll have a whole suite dedicated to families with immunocompromised children. So they'll be able to essentially operate kind of in their own world with a little kitchenette and everything they need, so that they're not risking their sick child of getting even sicker. We'll have a nice green space. We'll have 2 large kitchens, one for volunteers and one for families, a large dining area. So again, really growing to accommodate the need in Richmond and make sure we're serving families even better here.
That is great. I have been to the Ronald McDonald House at the University of Florida too, and it's huge. And one of the big things that I imagine you all are going to accommodate too that's really tough during this time that nobody really plans for is the siblings that may have to come along, especially from out of town or something like that. And so I imagine there's going to be a lot of spaces for siblings too.
Yes, definitely. And so we serve a lot of partners, VTCC, Cumberland Hospital. We're seeing a lot of teens with mental health challenges. And so that's definitely a priority for us. And then with those families, we tend to see a lot of extended family members coming as well. So again, this helps us accommodate a larger group of people. We'll have a kids playroom, which is obviously geared to small children, but we'll have a teen lounge with computers and other things gaming chairs or what have you, things that teens like to do. So really focusing on kind of these two demographics that we serve. But yes, we see a variety of ages and many family members. So we want to be able to accommodate everyone who's coming at the time of treatment.
Well, it certainly takes a village. And it's so nice to have help from aunts and uncles and grandparents, but then they want to be there when children get sick too.
Yeah.
So.
And so one of our problems right now is with our house on Monument, which I mentioned we've been in for 45 years. It has 9 bedrooms, and we only have one handicap accessible room, which is really limiting for us, especially if you're thinking about the the variety of families that we see and serving small children with illnesses. It is an old fan house, so there's a lot of stairs, there's shared bathrooms, and it's been wonderful for what we've needed, but it is time for the next chapter of growth for us.
Okay. Well, so for those who feel inspired, what are some meaningful ways people can get involved, whether through volunteering or giving? I know you mentioned a $40 million campaign, or even just spreading the word.
Yes. So all of the above. So obviously I am a fundraiser, so giving is top of mind. But what I really love is just the breadth of volunteer opportunities that we have at the house, or in the variety of locations that we have. That's, starts with, you could be a house warmer at our house on Monument or in the Children's Hospital. That's just welcoming families, helping us stay organized. We get lots of in-kind donations, so making sure all of that is put away and easily accessible for our programs team. But also we have lots of folks who love to come and make meals. That's kind of a big part of what we do is the meal service. So we can accommodate up to 6 people making a meal at our house on Monument Avenue. And so we provide guidelines of what we like to serve, but we're really looking to focus on healthy and nutritious meals for our families so they have access to leafy greens and fruits and vegetables and all those sorts of things. Additionally, we host a number of corporate groups. So there's some great activities that groups can do of, running a wish list guide or making activity packs, which we pass out on our hospitality cart in the Children's Hospital to all the rooms so kids can pick off things that they want to do while they're staying in the hospital. We make NICU bags for NICU babies, which have like pacifiers and teething rings and diapers and those sorts of things. And we make a lot of grab and go meal kits, which have non-perishable snacks and macaroni and cheese and those sorts of things that people can just grab and take with them. Again, I can't stress enough the amount of meals that we go through and the amount of food that we serve, especially with opening the house at PCU. It's just ramped up tremendously. So we run through that stuff constantly. So always a need.
Well, that's great. We might have to get Heritage out there later this year. So what would you say is Ronald McDonald House's greatest need right now, and how can supporters make the biggest difference?
Yeah, I mean, kind of reiterating what I was saying just a minute ago, we are always in need of new and unused toys. Those go very quickly, especially in our hospital locations. Food and snacks and diapers and all those sorts of things. They're pretty much in the door and then they're out and they're gone really quickly. So we are open from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. to receive donations at the House on Monument. We welcome anybody to come in and drop off items that they feel like they can contribute. We're very thankful for really great partners in the community and great volunteers who help us accomplish our mission.
Do you need toys and diapers of like all ages and sizes?
Of all ages and sizes. But we do serve, in particular, St. Mary's and Johnston Willis. We primarily see a variety of families, but those are a lot of NICU families. So, we use a lot of diapers and wipes with those little babies. But again, St. Mary's is expanding. We're just seeing so much expansion happening. So we are doing our best to keep up with the momentum in Richmond.
Well, Anne Cabot, thank you for joining us and for sharing more about the Ronald McDonald House and what's coming. I'm so excited to see the house start going up on the corner of Belvedere and Lee. That's going to be great for that area. And it's all very exciting. So thank you for being here with us today.
Thank you, Carrie.
For those who want to learn more or to get involved, we've included links in the show notes. And I'm Carrie Miller, and this has been Philanthropy in Focus. Thanks for tuning in.